Hello, 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 gamers. Welcome. So, as you can see in the title, yes, we're finally talking about Jedi, Star Wars. My gosh, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. In the background, you can see the exclusive gameplay provided by IGN that got released, and this game looks phenomenal. Now I know with the delay, it was kind of like skeptical whether or not this was going to be releasing on time, and I looks like it will be, and that's amazing. Now I really just want to point out some of the things in this video that are going to be different with it, such as look at this beautiful landscape and terrain. It is just so nice looking. It's outstanding. It's incredible. Now, there are a couple things which I do find interesting with this game, one of them being the golden hourglass Cal uses. This is probably the strangest addition I think of seeing in a Star Wars game ever. But it does look like this, like, a built-in force meter, I guess. You use it, unlimited force attacks. I don't know, I think it might add a little bit different gameplay to this game. Now, another thing I actually did notice, which I found interesting, were the force abilities in this game. They are very different. I mean, some are the same, but they do have different ones. And surprisingly enough, I also found interesting were the finishers. Like this one on screen right now, with the force ability and the finisher, that was pretty cool, but like the force slowdown, which I thought was really interesting. I did not know Jedi's had the ability of the Flash. Oh, putting classic Darth Vader here. Okay, I see. Also, one of the things I do want to mention in this video is that lightsabers work like actual lightsabers now, and I think that is really cool. Well, I mean by that, well, I'm pretty sure in the movies or in the Clone Wars, if you watch those, that there was actual dismemberment in those movies, and yes, we were kind of lacking that in the first movie, which kind not the first movie, the first game. So this sequel has a lot to live up to, and I think this is going to live up to it. Yeah, look at that right there. Now, I do want to point out that Cal Kestis, being a rogue Jedi, isn't going to follow all the natural Jedi rules, such as he does, in fact, have a grappling hook and a gun. Yeah, he has a gun, which I know Jedi didn't use in the time, but he does have one. I also want to point out the grappling hook kind of gives me like explorer vibes. It's gonna be more of like an RPG type style video game, which I think will look really cool. Now, it looks like the main storyline of this game, or the main enemies of this game, are not stormtroopers, they're in fact droids. Which is, I guess, how we get dismembered without making too messy with Star Wars and everything, which I mean, it makes perfect sense, and I don't really care about it because this game already looks amazing, and so nothing can really ruin it. Now, funnily enough, I was about to talk about this. This is the goofiest looking animation of this. Like, look at this, up and up here and back up. I don't know what they were thinking, but this animation is very weird in my opinion, and I don't quite fancy it. Now, since there are those weird animations on the game, I'm assuming it comes when you're lightsaber running and blocking, which I mean it's okay, but I wouldn't prefer it. And yeah, but let's just take a little break and look about how nice this setting looks. It looks outstanding. Not just the settings and that, but the lighting in the game. Add more color, add more detail, then just make the game look so nice. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this game is the different stances it looks like Cal has. So, this looks on the screen, I guess, it looks like it seems to be the normal stance. Also, the focusing is way better. But, you know, he has these dual wielding stances, and it looks like with the Kylo Ren hilt, we're going to call that, instead of the cross guard, that stance. Also, this is very different compared to all the Force abilities. I don't think I've seen a Jedi slow down time like that. And if they did, if you read about it, you can understand this. Slowing that down was actually not something that Jedi normally do. So as you can see, Cal is in his second stance here. I guess dual wielding stance, except for not dual wielding, split wielding. We're going to call that one. And I guess each stance has its own different, unique fighting style. Which hey, it's pretty cool. I'm not complaining. But I guess my favorite stance for me is still the normal single blade lightsaber because that, in my opinion, is just much cleaner, fresher, and it's a lot cooler. It looks like they have cast the chest system for exploring. Oh, that I didn't even think about this. The cosmetic system in this game that is completely different. It's unlike anything I've seen for a Star Wars game or anything close to it, in my opinion, would be Battlefront 2, where you had all the different styles for the different um troopers. But I guess even closer to that is actually Battlefront 1, EA's version, because that was way closer to it in my opinion. Now there are some things in this game which I don't quite fancy, and that being this particular scene. Let's just take a look at this. He looks like he's running like Nightwing in my opinion. It looks like those are the same animators that did Nightwing's animating for Gotham Knights, which I thought would be more unique because he's a Jedi. But I mean, yeah, I guess another one of his stances, the double bladed lightsaber. And okay, that was a really cool finisher. That was really cool. This may be quite possibly the best open world Star Wars game, unless the Ubisoft game comes through and is quite literally outstanding, which in that case I think they'll have a close tie because they're both supposed to come out this year, and I will cover both of them on my channel. But if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. It's free, helps out a ton, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.